And greetings from sunny Winnipeg. And yeah, it's been a while since I did one of these for all sorts of reasons, but it doesn't matter. Here I am. I'm happy to talk with you. So, stress is a form of fear. Where the heck did that come from? So, you can see my Bluetooth headphone. I've been listening to Louise Hay as I run. And she said that, and it really struck me. Because, yeah, if you think about it, it's true. When you are stressed about things, that is because of a fear that you have, something that might happen. You know, if you've got stress because of work, you're afraid that maybe you won't achieve the deadline, maybe you won't finish things, maybe you won't do as well as you would like to do. So it's really important to realize if when you feel stress, and God knows this is a time when a lot of us are feeling stressed, and just stop and think about that stress and what's causing it. And you're like, there's a global pandemic. Yes, I know there's a global pandemic. I've noticed. Who hasn't? But we can choose to do all the right things, to get vaccinated, and if you're not vaccinated, please get vaccinated. Get your loved ones vaccinated. This is not a drill. We can wear masks, and again, if you're out and about, if you are in places where you might unknowingly pass it on to somebody, maybe a child under 12 who can't be vaccinated, maybe a person who's immunocompromised who may have been vaccinated but didn't work well. Lots of possibilities. Regardless, do the things, take the action, but also just think about why you're feeling so stressed about it. Now, like I said, there's a lot of legitimate fears connected with this, especially if you have children under 12 or going back to school, and maybe you have a government that you don't trust to have the best interest of your child in mind. All of those are completely understandable, but I want you to just take a minute to take a breath. Maybe you live in, also, here's a thought, maybe you live in a place where vaccines just aren't available. Here I think I'm talking to all of us people in North America or maybe Europe, but I know I have people who follow me who are all over the world. So maybe you're stressed because vaccines aren't available, but I want you to stop and just think about what you're about this stress. Just take a step back, take a deep breath. Breathing is so important for stress relief, and just seriously consider the fear that you have, and say, have I taken all the steps that I can take to deal with this fear? Have I taken any vaccines that are available? Have I made sure we have decent masks, the best we can have, within our ability? And don't stress about what you can't get. Just think about what you can do with what you have. And just, once you are confident that you have taken every reasonable precaution that you can, then you just need to take a deep breath, because you being fearful and stressed and having high blood pressure and adrenaline coursing through your veins and interfering with your thinking is not going to do anybody any good, especially if you're concerned about your child or someone else that is important to you. Then for sure you need to be able to think properly. So I really want you to stop and take a good look at that and see, have I done everything I can? Now I need to take a deep breath, and I just need to let things be. And you know what? I've talked in the past about catastrophizing. It's entirely possible that the worst that you fear won't come to pass. You know, there's lots of, every action has infinite outcomes, and infinite possible outcomes, and the worst doesn't necessarily have to happen to you. So don't grieve the worst before it's happened. Just carry on as best you can, confident that you have done everything that is within your hands to do. And I wanted to leave this thought with you about stress being a form of fear. Breathing is really something that I want you to take seriously, because you're like, what are you talking about? I have to breathe every day. I'm not dead, am I? But are you breathing with consideration? Are you breathing deeply? Is your diaphragm going up and down as you breathe? Or are you doing like the shallow, which we get? Dogs do this when they're hot, and we do that when we're stressed. So pay attention to your breathing. Do the things that you feel you're capable of doing to control the situation, and then let go as best you can of that fear. And if you like, I have made a PDF with 7 of my favorite stress busters. And if you would like to have that PDF, all you need to do is drop me a message. So you have a great day. Remember, I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon.